My name is Giulio, and I am the founder of GradSchoolHeaven.com. Today, I'll be talking to you about PhD or doctoral programs. A doctoral degree is the highest title conferred in academia and qualifies you to become a university professor. It is, in a manner of speaking, the black belt of education. And it'll allow you to place the initials doctor before your name. PhDs are the most common doctoral degree, and they stand for Doctor of Philosophy. However, certain fields offer doctoral degrees that carry different names. For example, you might earn a Doctor of Education or a Doctor of Engineering. And some fields, such as film currently, don't even offer doctoral programs. With respect to some of the characteristics of a doctoral degree that you might want to consider, the first and probably most important characteristic is intellectual growth. If you're interested in delving extremely deep into a field, both in terms of coursework and in terms of producing a 100+ page doctoral dissertation, then a doctoral program makes a lot of sense. You're not going to find a more intellectual crowd anywhere else. Another consideration is the amount of research that you'll be conducting. I just mentioned the fact that you'll be expected to complete a dissertation, and this is usually a multi-year project that involves a fair amount of independent research and involves selecting an advisory committee made up of faculty members, and it's a rather daunting prospect for a lot of individuals. Another consideration is whether you're interested in pursuing a career in academia. If teaching at the university level is your goal, then earning a doctoral degree is mandatory. With the exception of community colleges where you can get away with just a master's degree, having a doctoral degree is almost always required. Another consideration is the fact that for many doctoral programs, you are expected to work part-time as a graduate assistant. In a way, you are serving as cheap labor for the university, and this helps the university waive the tuition for you and pay you a stipend. These assistantships usually are in the range of 10 to 20 hours a week, so they are not oppressive enough that they don't allow you time to complete and focus on your studies. Another consideration when looking at doctoral programs is whether or not the program that you're looking at offers a master's degree along the way. So in a lot of cases, universities have recognized that doctoral students don't always complete the 5, 6, or 7-year journey. So in order to let them walk away with a qualification that they can put on their resume, after 2 or 3 years into the program, they're able to have a master's degree, whether or not they complete the doctoral study or not. Another consideration is the duration of a doctoral program. As I alluded to earlier, doctoral programs can last between 5, 6, 7, and in some cases even more years. And in many cases, you will be spending a good number of those years conducting independent research on your own. So keep in mind whether or not you appreciate the kind of solitary independent study that's required of such an endeavor. Financially, the good news is that most doctoral programs waive your tuition and provide you with a stipend, which usually allows you to eke a living. Stipends vary. They can be really anywhere from $15,000 a year to $25,000 a year. That's a fairly representative range depending on how generous the school is and how large the endowment is at the university. Finally, an interesting consideration is just how competitive it is to get admitted to a doctoral program. Take, for example, as a point of comparison, the admissions rate at Harvard University in their undergraduate program. That admissions rate has usually been below 10%. Currently it hovers around 7%. But if you apply to a doctoral program, even at an average, not stellar university, it's not uncommon to encounter similar admissions rates. So, brace yourself for a very competitive environment, and understand that the reason why universities do not offer very large PhD programs is twofold. First of all, most universities completely fund their students, so they can't take on as many students as they would like. And second of all, there is a dearth of jobs in academia, so many universities believe they have a responsibility to keep their PhD programs small. So I hope these reasons give you an overview of doctoral programs, and if you'd like to learn more, please visit gradschoolheaven.com.